Hello everyone, welcome back to Beneath the Kotatsu. My name is On, next to me is my co-host James.
Hello everybody.
And for today on Beneath the Kotatsu, we want to talk about drifting dragons.
Also known as Kute dragons.
Yep, Kute dragons. And this was I think Netflix exclusive only anime, right?
They definitely have it on there. I don't know if it ever aired on TV. Maybe it was one of those that just airs at the end of the season. The full thing.
I only remember it airing on Netflix. I haven't seen it really anywhere else. Because I don't think it was on Crunchyroll.
Do they even show these on air in Japan or just in Netflix only?
I have no idea how. I guess for us American people, the only way to actually see it is through Netflix, not
definitely
see anywhere else. And then and then something else regarding this anime is that we did watch it live through Twitch, and we still have the video up. So if you guys want to pop in through our Twitch channel, watch along with us, yeah, you can do that. We'll have the links in the description, so if you guys want to do that, you can. But regarding the anime, James, what do you think about it?
Yes, dude. Man, it was... I'd seen it before and it was a little bit forgettable, but it is very pleasant to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel the story was like too impactful to me.
It didn't really have a story.
Yeah, it's just slice of life for whalers. I mean, dragon hunters.
That's basically what it is. It's basically what it is. Yeah.
Reminded me of the Golden Age of the Solar Clipper. You know, that book with Ishmael Wong? Really, it should remind me more of Moby Dick.
I don't think anyone got that reference at all.
It's an obscure book. It's about a dude living life on a ship.
Just if anything, stuff. If anything, they could basically replace the dragons with that giant whale in Ray Zero.
Yeah, the one that makes you forget memories of people that have been swallowed up by it.
Is that what it does? It's been so long since I've seen it. Yeah, I think
if I recall correctly, Rem got hit by it, or the blue one. I forget which one Rem is.
Rem's the blue one.
Okay, you got me. The whale got to me. Doesn't happen. I forgot her.
I think story-wise, it didn't have much of a story, but I don't think the show is trying to sell you on the story. I think it's trying to sell you on characters. Characters is what really makes the show good.
Were they really strong though? Like, we had a lot of forgettable characters, especially that one blonde dude that...
Okay, it's because there's just a lot of background characters. There's just a lot of background characters, yeah.
And they're all fighting for screen time in a 12-episode anime. It's a limited time.
Look, the characters that I remembered, like the ones they wanted me to remember, I did remember. And
definitely.
The ones that were just background characters, they're background characters. Well, what else can I say?
Honestly, I feel like the background characters and the main characters kind of got the same amount of the screen time. Obviously, there's some that fall through the hole, like the blonde guy who I don't even know his name.
It's like the spiky hair blonde guy that's just always in the background, but you never know why he's there.
Yeah.
You never know his name.
The dude that looks like Zoro from One Piece got an adequate amount of screen time, as well as Venabelle. I think that was the girl that looks like she's from Naruto.
The drunkard? The one that's always drinking?
Inside, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They have her listed as a main on My Anime list, I mean,
she technically is a main character. She
did not feel like it at all.
Compared to all the other characters' screen time, she got a decent, like, we're not talking about like crazy main character screen time, but she did get a lot of screen time.
Definitely.
Yeah. I could see. Okay, so Mikan and Takita, they're both the main characters of the show.
Yeah.
And then Jiro is also a main character show, but I just didn't like him as a main character. I just didn't like his arc. Was cool, but it was like, whatever. I didn't really care much for.
Which one was Jiro? The one that looks like
the one that was like chasing after
yes,
the girl.
They said it so weird in English that I was like, who are you talking about? It sounded like they said Gerard or something like that.
Gerard?
Wait, I feel like they did say Gerard.
What name is that from?
You're probably just thinking about 300 Gerard.
No. It's definitely from an anime or something like that, if I recall. But animation-wise, so this is like one of the few animes I would say does 3D exceptionally well, like
super good, and it's surprising to me based on the shows that they did in the past.
Yeah, it's it's somewhat like the first episode is somewhat jarring if you're not used to it. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty much how it always is like, you know, when you first watch an anime that's not done in 2D or, you know, or in that aesthetic, you're gonna be turned off by a little bit. But don't be turned off. Just give it 1 or 2 episodes and it'll grow on you. It's really nice. And I
Question.
know what.
Have you ever watched Knights of Sidonia or Ajin or Blame or the Godzilla 3D movie?
Knights of Sidonia maybe, but the rest probably not. Like
They all did that one, Polygon Pictures. I like that their name's Polygon Pictures, by the way, just because, you know, polygons for the 3D characters. It's a little on the nose. It's a little cheeky. It's very good.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've seen they've done quite a few
Mm-hmm.
animes and not really anything that stands out to me that's like something I've seen
Right.
before.
Those were definitely practice for making this show because they're a little bit more janky, and this was very fluid. I didn't feel like there was any issues with frames or anything like that. Did you?
Not really. No, I felt like it was very
Very smooth.
but it could still technically be practice for them. Like I felt like this is still
No, of
practice
course.
for them. It's not perfect. It's not like
The Godzilla one was pretty good too, but of course this is like 2017. That one was made.
yeah. If I could like compare it to, let's say,
Yeah.
Wit Studios, with the Attack on Titan and their 3D animation from last season. That is like bar none one of the best because you don't even notice that it's 3D animation. You have to really tear it apart to notice that there's 3D animation.
I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that is 3D that we just miss too.
In like, well, that's why I'm saying what's like
Yeah.
okay. So I from my ranking of like the worst 3D to like the best 3D is like Wit Studio is at like that's very top, right?
Yeah, I can
And
agree
then
to
at the very bottom would be Overlord.
that. Which was that one with the copy paste goblins and stuff like that?
Copy paste everything.
I've
Everything
seen
was just-
worse. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, but like in terms of like 3D, like I'm just saying like 3Ds in a show like that,
Right.
that are watchable. Overlord is watchable, but that thing had garbage 3D.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
I'm sure there's like crappier 3D. Like we know there's crappier 3D.
Oh, of course,
3D.
especially the older stuff, but it would only be fair to say like within the last 7 or 5 years
Yeah, you got to rate it within its own little
time.
bubble.
Or else you're
yeah.
gonna be saying Initial D from 1999 looked like garbage.
Initial D was still pretty good though. It's
Yeah,
because
I marathoned all 5 seasons back to back. Never again.
season. I thought it was just a bunch of stands or movies or whatever.
No, it has movies too, like live actions as well.
I think I think what made the Initial D like 3D so good is because it put in a lot of film grain blur and it was shot in dark backgrounds, so that's it hit a lot of like the jankiness.
Season 1 is extremely rough, given that it's in 1990 whatever.
Yeah, I mean, can like do you when you play like an old Nintendo game or whatever with like its horrible graphics, but when you
No
reminisce about it,
physics really was the issue with Initial D.
well, it's just like when back then 3D like that type of 3D was
Very
like
rough.
amazing, you know, like
Yeah, it
You-
was for sure.
like yeah, that's why like whenever I think back to like Ocarina of Time or whatever, I'm like, oh man, that was like one of the best realistic game I've ever played.
Yeah.
And then you actually load it up and play it again, I'm like, man, this graphic is crappy.
The fun thing about Initial D, I know I'm going off topic, is that in regards to the 3D, each season the 3D gets significantly better. Like by season 5 or 6, it's like a whole different entire show. It's great.
I mean, their budget probably got exponentially better,
Oh,
right?
I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. But it was a many years spending time, like 5-6 years between for the whole thing. So it makes sense that it would look better. But that's, in the past.
That's basically like saying like the animation for Evangelion got better every like season or every movie.
That was hand drawn.
Because it was like, well, it's still because it was like a like budget wise they got more budget, and then they also got what do you call it, like just better animation and better everything. So yeah, like I can see why it got better because of how huge the time gap is.
Yeah. It's
because-
a fun little note, especially for that time where it was like developing stronger. Now, like, I think for 3D, it mostly be like shading and blending, making sure that it fits into the scenery without making you think, oh, is that, 3D? Because we still get like cards and stuff like that they obviously just copied and pasted.
Yeah, like
into,
basically
like-
they just get like a huge folder of assets and just drag and drop. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much.
In one scene for sure. Remember when on Drifting Dragons when I think they were on the gyrocopter in the air.
Oh my god, that was.
And it was obviously pasted onto a picture.
You know what it was? I think it was just bad
shading,
choreography.
Yeah, it could have been.
It felt.
It was a little jarring, but that was the only one in the show that I can remember.
Just being bad 3D. It felt like
we both noticed.
Yeah, it felt like a South Park scene almost. Like, it was like
yeah,
just jagged.
Remember in South Park, you used to see the shadow on the
on the background paper of their hands or whatever,
because it was just cardboard.
Yeah,
yeah, I really liked that. It was a nice little touchy night. It's a lot feeling and caring going into that project is what that feels like. Where you see that, I don't know, it just makes me feel good inside. I don't know why. Can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, but I mean, they still do a lot of stuff right with their 3. Like, in the same scene. Remember when she was crying and she was wearing the goggles?
Yes.
And we both commented about how meticulously amazing that was.
Oh yeah, the tears inside the goggles.
Right, right.
That was like a very good touch. I don't like usually they just have them go out the side or something like that.
Yeah, that offsets the jankiness of the.
It does
of the floating 3D thing in the face.
I mean, I know we're picking at 3D, but it's just stuff we liked and stuff we didn't. But overall, like, yeah, it was excellent, and it looked beautiful. A lot of the dragons too. Very good design for the dragons. Where else have we seen dragons that ugly before? There's definitely been a couple, right? For sure.
I mean, I remember when we were watching it, the reference I made was like Shadow of the Colossus, where I mean, they're not dragons, but like they kind of within
that type of
realm,
mythical beast.
Yeah, within that realm of like weird, or maybe something you would also see in like Nier, like a Nier game.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I can't put my finger on it. I'm sure it was some obscure game that I played where they called
you said
the monsters dragons.
You said Bahamut or something, or Legend of
Shingeki no Bahamut definitely had regular dragons in it. They might have had ugly dragons in there. Like, I'm not talking about, you got your regular noble looking dragon.
Yeah, like your basic D&D dragon.
And then like you have your eldritch horde looking dragons, kind of like the Gnosis from Xenosaga, which I don't even know what that is. Holy Ghost, who knows?
I guess technically if we were gonna give it a term, it would be like a Lovecraftian dragon.
Lovecraftian, there you go.
Yeah, like just a horror looking dragon, which I thought like the design was cool. But my thinking was that like how do you, if there's so many different types of dragons like that, like how do you end up like, because the main premise of the show is that they're killing these dragons on airships, right? And like when I say that, if you've never seen the show before, don't think of it as like action packed. It's just basically like chasing down like whales and just harpooning them to death.
Fishing.
Yeah, it's basically fishing.
And then they're even going as far as to rendering their fat for candles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Same thing that they would do in what was it, the 1800s with whale fat, using ambergris for colognes and perfumes, which they still do today.
And then I guess with dragons, I guess they kind of do that too, but instead of like colognes, maybe it's like power, like oils of power,
Yeah, definitely.
Stuff like that. But in terms of dragons, did you have a favorite dragon?
You know which one? The big blowfish looking one was really nice.
The one that did like the sound attack?
Yeah. Just seeing that one in the backdrop all blown up like that was really nice. But really also the big toothy dragon at the end of the show was also really interesting. The red ones. The
one they randomly cut out.
Yeah, like that's my issue. Like you just said action packed, but they did cut out like a whole attack of a dragon. Like they just skipped it.
Wasn't an attack.
We got it. I guess they just harpooned it.
Yeah, they harpooned the dragon and then they kind of dragged it off and then they
set and forget it.
Yeah, then
we got it.
They ran out of time is basically what happened.
Yeah, probably. I mean, 12 episodes, you got to stick to script, right?
I think and yeah, I mean, because this is based off of an actual manga. Too. This is based off a manga. I thought it was like a standalone, kind of like Re:Zero.
Right. I thought so
Um,
too.
yeah. But I guess it's not. Um,
No.
and then in regards to dragons, man, I can't really decide what I like. At first, I was like thinking like that really cool dragon that came back to life and destroyed the town,
Oh,
the
I forgot about. How could I
laser
forget about
dragon.
him?
Yeah,
We
you
thought that
forgot.
was gonna be the peak of the show. That arc.
Yeah, it was like episode like 4 to 6 or no
Do
four
you
to
feel
eight or
that was the
something.
peak of the show?
It did feel like it was like I was like, oh,
Because
is
there's a
the
whole city. That was very last episode vibes.
I know, but then and then the last episode happened, and then that was also very last episode vibe.
Yeah,
So we
because
got
it went with like the legendary, like you know in Pokemon where you have your movie for the Ho-Oh or
yeah,
the three dogs or whatever. It had that type of feel to it.
yeah.
So I guess that would be more of the last thing because when you go with a legendary Pokemon type of setting or story, then that would be the last one. How could you top a never before seen gigantic, dragon event or something like that?
No, I don't think it felt like that. It was just like it felt like an ending theme because the other people didn't really kill the dragon, so it caused like a calamity
No.
inside the city. So
Yeah, that
that's
could be a season 2.
yeah. Um,
They just had it hooked up on their ship at the end, right?
the dragon.
Yeah, the big one.
What do you mean the big? Oh, you mean the laser one, or are we talking about the red guy?
The red guys ate those smaller ones, and then there was this one giant one with like human looking teeth.
Did they capture that one? I thought they captured this. Oh no, they captured a small red one, and then
Okay.
and then the big one ate the small red one, and it was dragging them along across the ending episode, which we didn't see because it was in the clouds.
And sometimes you couldn't even see the rope of the ship, just because like it's in the distance. Of course, you wouldn't see. Like,
that makes
thin
sense.
rope, right?
That makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
The thing is like they didn't even really show much of them catching. I guess it was just background information. We didn't know it. The main focus was delivering, Nemo back to his dad.
Oh, with the I honestly I didn't like that arc too much, but it was good. It was
It was
a good arc.
whatever. Like, don't tell me you didn't enjoy seeing the little fish thing eat mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was not, bro. With
That
the
was
mayonnaise.
nice.
Oh my god.
It likes
Remember
mayonnaise.
when they were making mayonnaise? I was like, bro, they're making mayonnaise. They're making mayonnaise.
Yeah,
They're
you
always
call
making
it.
mayonnaise.
And then you
Yeah.
went through a whole spiel about, cooking your sandwich
Isekai and mayonnaise.
with mayonnaise. Yeah.
God.
They love their
Every
Kelpie
single-
mayonnaise.
Yeah, every single isekai is like, oh, we're inventing some type of food. Of course it's mayonnaise. It's always
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
And pizza.
I don't see pizza as often. I've seen pizza like twice. at
Pizza's more
most.
like the American isekai equivalent. Like, they would always want to make a hamburger or a pizza when you get a isekai. Here, for the Japanese, mayonnaise for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know why, but mayonnaise is like the go-to. I mean, I guess it's because it's easy to make, right? It's just egg yolks and
Yeah. Oil.
and oil. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. Not story was like character wise.
Who's my favorite?
Yeah, who's your favorite character?
That's a little bit hard to say. I know my favorite minor character was that gnome-looking dude from. Remember I mentioned it.
The
was
bald guy.
Yeah, the bald guy looks exactly like the bald gnome from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I liked him. As far as the main characters go, probably
He was
Jiro.
not even. He got like what 10 minutes of screen
Wasn't he
time
the guy that
max?
drew the people?
Oh yeah. He's like the
Yeah.
artist. He got like. I still think he got like 10 minutes max of screen time.
I know, but he just left an impression on me. Unlike the bald guy. I mean, the blonde guy.
They're not supposed to make an impression on you. Period.
I mean, hey, Zoro was also pretty cool, but going back to my main character, probably Jiro, just because of the second arc in the show where he had to save the girl in the town. Really, he only did that because he wanted to impress her. That's really all it was.
Well, technically, he thought she was dead, so
Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, there was a chance.
yeah. I guess for me, my favorite minor character would probably be the budgeteer, like the guy who's like budgeting
With the abacus,
with the advocates and everything. Yeah,
the glasses. Yeah.
He's a cool guy. And then main character wise, I think I like Takita more than I don't like Mika. I don't like Mika as a main character for some reason.
I can feel that.
Yeah, Takita, I really like her as a main character. Like, she's just like,
Takida
like
did have main character vibes.
I mean, she was a main character. She's like the anime followed her.
I
Followed
mean,
her.
when it comes to Jiro, Mika, Takita, and Vanabelle, definitely Takita and Jiro felt like main characters of the show, and everybody else was supporting.
It was Mika and Takita were the main characters of the show. Jiro, the only reason why Jiro got a main character slot in the first place because he got his own arc, his own little 2-episode arc. So I don't really consider him as being like a main character. It was definitely Mika
Right.
and Takita
Because he was always jumping at the whales and stuff like that.
Bro, Mika went on his own excursion killing pirates. I mean, if that's not main character,
And he almost got his ears destroyed forever.
he almost got his face blasted in. What are you talking about?
He probably just drank a cup of milk and regenerated his eardrums, just like they do in anime like One Piece, where they drink milk to pop out their teeth like a cash register. I got new ones, Mom.
Man, I mean, for 12 episodes, I don't know if we can talk a lot about stuff in 12 episodes.
No,
right?
definitely not.
It's very it's the thing is like this anime doesn't have a lot to talk. It's a good anime. It's just
you're watching their life. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Did you feel like, because I went online and I saw people talking about whale hunting, Japan, yada yada. Did you feel like anything about that whale hunting and them trying to propaganda whale hunting as being a good thing? Because I saw some people trying to make that argument. And I was like, I don't feel it really, because obviously there's parallels. It's obvious, but I don't think the point of this show was to
get political.
Yeah, to get political or to try to prove a point and say whaling is good.
I don't think so either. It's based off of manga. I don't think the manga person was like, I'm gonna get political here. I don't think that was the.
I don't know if whale hunting would be political, more of an economic thing. But I guess it's not economic. Why am I saying economic?
It is pretty political because they are whale hunting outside of their jurisdiction.
Yes, that's true.
And then
you also do have economical, but also the nature one. Words. What are
the
they?
nature? The nature.
What's the word for the nature? Like the
conservation?
I guess. I can't. I can't. It's lost to the
economics.
Void now. It went. The thought went into the white spot in my model. It disappeared.
When everything changed, when the nature attacked.
The nature.
The nature.
It got eaten by the ReZero whale. That's what happened. The ReZero whale came for it.
Wait. It's not ReZero. Oh my god, it's not ReZero. What was the anime? I blundered it up. It wasn't ReZero.
Which one?
It's the one with
ReZero
Rem.
had that giant whale. Yeah.
No. Wait. Was it?
Yeah, it is ReZero.
Oh, okay.
You were probably thinking about Riri or maybe one of the other Ris.
Which one's the one with 002?
Darling in the Franxx.
Darling in the Franxx. Okay, there we go. Never mind then.
Yeah,
okay.
That was a completely opposite title, but I was trying to think for like half a second, like what title sounds like Darling in the like would remind me. Say Darling.
I mean, wasn't there like 2 years ago or like a year and a half ago where we got like a huge explosion of just animes with a bunch of Ris in the title?
Definitely. It messed up a lot of stuff.
The opening to like whatever was Riri.
There's also Remain. I think was one of the sports ones from last season or something.
Kotatsu no remake.
Yeah, there you go. Time travel is so strong.
I can't wait to get a second season of that. That's gonna be great.
There might be a second season. There could be a second season of Drifting Dragons.
It's definitely. Oh, Drifting Dragons?
I don't. It is, it doesn't need it. But I would like to see what happens to that big giant whale, like them showing it off. Oh, hey, look, we found this new Pokemon. Its name is Mewtwo. That type of feeling. You know, when you see they're discovering a new species of animal or something like that. And they show it off to the people. And I want to see that reaction, but I don't think another 12 episodes just for that would be possible.
I mean, they probably fit in like more slice of life stuff. For this anime, I feel like it's perfect as it stands. But I would not turn down a second season if they brought out a second season.
No, I wouldn't. Not at all.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in like, if they make it, they make it. If they don't, I'm still fine with it. I'm fine either way.
Yeah. Take it like, it's good as that is. It doesn't need more.
Yeah. Oh, I also want to talk about the ending theme. How good is the ending theme? Come on.
Dude, the ending theme was made possible thanks to the contributions from Wiggles. His
Yeah,
dances.
the wiggle. I
Wiggle,
tell you,
wiggle,
man,
wiggle.
I have to watch it every time just because of the wiggle, like the
Oh yeah.
little wiggle
No
dance she does.
skipping the ending ever. It's sacrilege. You have to watch Takita do the wiggle and everybody else join in.
Yeah, I like the song is catchy. Like it's on my playlist. That's how I know it's catchy if it's on my playlist. It's like, it's up. Like it's probably one up there. The only bad side to the ending is
The
that
artist.
just the artist. Yeah, like if you
Oh
didn't
yeah.
know, yeah, if you didn't know, like, but I think I've talked about this before. But basically, what happens is like I think their main singer committed suicide or something, and I don't know what the whole story behind that is, but I'm not. I think they broke up as a band as well, so I don't think they lasted very long. So they had a banger of a hit. I guess is the reason why I guess they didn't get more notoriety or whatever is because the anime was shown on Netflix, and I guess it didn't get as popular as it should be. But I think I felt like
I don't think them not getting big as a band would have been the main cause of it. It could have been. Who
no,
knows what happened behind the scenes with that band? But
yeah, like it's
it's
probably
tragic.
some yeah,
At
it's
least
probably
they'll be remembered
something
forever
dark
with
or
their
whatever.
music. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, like I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah,
Nah.
it's so sad that like you find like a really good music you like, and you're like, oh sweet, I can't like it's
Right.
funny that this is like the second time it's happened to me where I'm like, oh look, I found some cool music by it's like the rapper, what is his name, like XXX Tentacion or whatever. I
Ew,
remember
you
like
like that music?
I mean he had really good he had really good
It's
music.
okay. I don't love his music.
I mean, I'm not asking if you liked it. I remember when I listened to it, I was like, hey, this is not bad. This is like it's pretty good music. And then I tried to look at some more music, like whatever he had came out with, and I was like, oh, he ended up getting killed. I'm like, okay, what?
I remember I think he was shot by like a random dude on the road.
I think
his Lambo.
Yeah, it's like something in his car, and then he just randomly got shot. I'm like,
yeah,
why?
I did senseless. Who knows? Maybe he was hired, but that's a whole nother thing.
It was so stupid. It's like
but I mean, that's gonna be how the future is, right? Where I mean, even now we have artists that we just found this new band, but they're like from 30 years ago, and the artists are dead.
Like I don't see that happening to like artists in the 80s and 90s. They're still alive. Like the ones I like,
a lot of them. I mean, you can never know who dies and who lives. Remember the what was it? The EDM artist that randomly died. Forget Avicii.
Oh, right. Well, did he die have like a drug overdose or?
I have no idea.
I mean, his whole schlick was like taking too many drugs. So,
I mean, you could just randomly die from an aneurysm. It just comes for you. At least what I could say for those artists and the singer of the ending theme is like, at least somebody will be inspired by her music. Maybe not make it big, but she'll have a ripple effect for the future for sure. And it's there forever. Like even if there's no heaven or whatever, at least your music's still there. Like you're somewhat immortal in that sense.
What was it? I think if you do get a chance, you should definitely listen to the song, especially the not the cover, the music video. Was it Rosetta Redo? That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Which means absolute zero, which is the music video it's very artsy, like what was it, like something like Sia would make, like you know when she does like ballet music videos or whatever.
Yeah, I still remember the one where she's like in the cage chilling on it.
That's basically what the music video is, but it had like that Japanese cool flair to it. I really liked it. Yeah, it had a really nice flair to it.
The umami. Always goes back to food with me.
All right, so I guess we're getting to like the final, like the ending part of this topic, because we really don't have much to say about the name, even though like it's just good.
Yeah, it is
good. Rating wise, what would you give
it? Solid 7 out of 10.
I'm with you. I'll give it a 7.5. I think it's a solid
above average anime. Very pleasant to watch.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely a good rainy day anime, and it's a good one. It's one where you can definitely binge too, like just having because it's like, okay, so
we ran through it in 2 days.
So you're all over here dissing me about me watching what was it? What was the anime before Drifting Dragons that we had to watch?
Golden Kamuy?
Yeah, you're all over here dissing me about watching Golden Kamuy in English, and then you're over here watching Golden.
Oh yeah,
and you're
I really
Guilty
like it
Dragon
in English. They did a really good job. For some reason, 3D is just. I really like it in English.
What does that have to do
It
with
just
English?
fits. And these look like English people.
Okay. That's racist. That's too deist.
Too deist.
That's too deist.
They look like American 2D people, not Japanese 2D people.
They look like people who speak English.
Oh my goodness.
It's
look, it's just they did a really good job at syncing the lips to the language. That's all. That's what I mean.
I mean, that's usually what they do in anime, and
Yeah.
like
just because it's back like what 20 years ago, it would have been a lot worse. Just because there's a lot less people that are
about
voice acting.
What are you
obviously they had some
voice
good ones,
acting in the 90s was at the peak of
but I'll tell you
English
about the
voice acting.
early 200s to mid not 200s 2000s.
2000s?
Yeah, like that, because they were recycling a lot of the same talent.
Yeah, they were.
That's the part that like killed me away from it, and not all of it was great. They were just kind of pumping out what they could. Maybe
I think the anime that really killed voice acting and
Ghost Hound, nah,
and don't at me. It's Naruto.
Maybe. I mean, Dragon Ball. Actually, American Dragon Ball Z was amazing. Like, what am I saying?
I think it's Naruto. Naruto felt like copy paste voice acting to me.
It just
like Bleach was good. I like Bleach.
It was in the period where anime was still very good. Niche thing.
Like if we're talking about like
now we have like
acting,
a lot more people wanting to be voice actors and people studying Japanese and actually being good at it and interpreting and stuff like that. So there's a lot more people to like, use these words to say this stuff on the screen, and they'll be able to do it.
Well, don't they have I remember I saw like one for like Pokemon where they were like showing like behind the scene with voice actors dubbing in English or whatever. And I think they have like a script writer trying to match words with the mouth or whatever. Yeah.
So I imagine like these days they'd have a lot more of those people to choose from.
Yeah, but I feel like 90s anime was like pinnacle of like really good voice acting, like Yu Yu Hakusho, and
I'd have to go back and listen to the stuff because sometimes we could have rose tinted ears, I guess you would call it.
No, because I've recently watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
Did you?
Not recently. I would say maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Still met my expectation of really good voice acting. Like,
well, yeah, it was one of the big shonens. Of course, it would be good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other good animes from the 90s too, like Gundam. Gundam had really good voice acting in the 90s. And then in regards to like, I don't know, I just want to talk about how you like just shit talk me about watching Golden Kamuy in English, and then you're over here watching it go Drifting Dragons in English.
Because like for Golden Kamuy,
where's the perspective?
I just wanted, because that was obviously like an indigenous peoples type of show. I wanted to hear it. Like hearing them speak in Ainu. Did they even speak Ainu on the dub, or did the dub actor speak?
No. I think they did speak in a different language because they had now
I want to go back and listen to it in dub just for the Ainu parts. Yeah, we're getting off. Yeah. Completely different show.
No, I mean it's fine. It's because we're just talking about the voice acting.
I know. Like, so that's what I was thinking. Like watching, like I'm watching this in English. Like it seeped into the corner of my mind every so often.
Yeah,
he's gonna give me guff for watching.
I will every time. It's because it's because you shit talk me about watching Golden Kamuy in English, and I even said that Golden Kamuy in English was really good too. Like
I have to check it out, man. Even if
they did the like just the the part in Golden Kamuy where they're like doing the bear scream and stuff, like they redubbed that in English, and I thought it was just as funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's good. But okay, in regards to this anime, definitely go watch it. I don't think I really have anything else to say about this anime. What about you?
I'm out of whale oil. All my fuel's gone.
Yeah, we're out of fuel, but definitely look us up definitely look us up on Twitch if you want to watch along with us. We'll probably do a couple more of these types of watch alongs. Like if it's like a 12 effort, we'll probably do more watch alongs. Oh yeah,
definitely.
24 episodes will probably depend on the anime.
Like, and we can also do like animated movie watch alongs too.
Oh yeah, definitely. In terms of schedule, maybe we can try like a Friday Saturday type schedule. What do you think, James?
for those watch-alongs, yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
just
fine.
watch-alongs. Yeah. But
We just had to decide what we had to watch because
yeah. But I just like, when we say watch-along, it's like, but when is the watch-along? We don't know.
we
But
could
we'll
just
try to.
post it to the Twitter
Yeah,
and
we'll
the
post it to
channel
Twitter.
on Twitch.
Yeah, well, we'll put it. We'll also put the links in the description if you want to, hit us up on that. But besides that, that's pretty much gonna be it for us. So we'll talk to you guys, or we'll catch you guys later. See you guys. Bye.